Good morning, everybody. We're having a little problem turning out the lights, so we're going to run our video with the lights on. Ready?
Over again. Wow, I'm really excited about my new job. Kind of feels like the first day of school all over again.
We have a new friend today. At JTP, everyone's welcome.
All right, If Kids Ruled the World by Linda Bailey. There'd be plenty of play for everyone if kids ruled the world. The end. Does anyone have a question or a comment about this book? A big part of being new is getting to know the community, especially the kids. Everyone's so welcoming here.
Hi, I'm Ilias.
Oh, nice to meet you. Bye. GPS says I'm here. Be honest, am I in the right place? Oh, okay. I'm here to see a Coach Carey.
Welcome back to the off season.
Thrilled to be here with you this morning for the 25-26 school year. You're going to have to indulge me for just a minute. We have to take our first day of the new year selfie, so everyone look excited. All right. As you just saw, I'm making my way around the little city, trying to meet as many of you as possible. When I met the video team, I knew I had hit the jackpot. As you know, if you know anything about me, I do a little thing with snow day videos, and it's usually on my iPhone, so we have a great team, video team here. Before we get started, just a few logistics. If you're standing in the back, there's plenty of spots right up here up front, so don't hesitate to join us. We'll be here for an hour or less. There are restrooms in the cafeteria. If there is an emergency, we'll exit out the two doors in the back and leave out the front door. If you'd like to follow along with the program, the QR code is on this slide. So, what do we think of the new shirt this year? Thank you so much to Mary Beth and our Falls Church Education Foundation for sponsoring it yet again. If you didn't get one yet, please stop in the lobby when you leave here and pick one up during the break. So the first shout out that I like to give is to all of our new employees. While it's my 7th year as superintendent, it's my first year here with you. So I'm really excited for all of us to be learning about Falls Church City together. If you are a new employee, if you could please stand up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Since I've arrived on July 1st, I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of the FCCPS team, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead. Like all new superintendents, I'm engaged in a listening and learning tour where I hope to meet you in your buildings, offices, and departments, and sharing surveys over the next few months. And my ask is that you provide candid feedback for me about FCCPS and how we can keep getting better. There's so much expertise in this room and in the city, and I want to make sure that all the work that I do is in support of the work that you do each and every day for our kids. So I'd like to share a little bit about me. On the left is proof positive that I knew at an early age that I wanted to be superintendent. That's me at the age of 3 in front of my grandma's house in Washington, D.C., where I was born and partially raised. On the right is a picture of me and 2 of my teammates on the mighty Reston Rams. We were in the powerful ankle biter division, which you had to be 65 pounds or less to be a part of this team. But something I will always remember about this part of my journey is my family moved us here to Northern Virginia for a better education experience. And I don't take that lightly, and I know that everyone in this room doesn't take that lightly. People move here for a stellar education experience. Some of the folks pictured in that picture, we had a lot of sons of Washington Redskins players on our team, so it was a great time period for me. My mom and dad, some of you met them when I was announced as your new superintendent. My dad on the left served as an undercover police officer with the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Thankfully, he is now retired, so my family and I can sleep much better because he was really, really good at what he did, but we also prayed every night for his safe return. He's still coaching girls varsity basketball at Robinson Secondary, so you may hear a little bit about him. Not to brag, but he was Coach of the Year a few years in a row, but just saying. And on the right is my mom, who is still a preschool teacher. We're trying to get her to retire, but she absolutely loves what she does. So that is my mom and dad. A little bit about my Northern Virginia and Falls Church connection. On the right is my first class of students at Franconia Elementary. Yes, that is a chalkboard on the back. Look at my penmanship. I mean, it is pretty, it's a great sight to see. I taught 4th grade when I came back to Fairfax County. I taught 4th grade in Albemarle County. And then this picture is actually when they were 6th graders, so I had the pleasure of looping with this class, so I got to see them all the way through the end of their elementary journey. And on the left is my first year as the principal of Graham Road. That was 15 years ago. The little kid sitting on my lap is my son Aiden, who is now, he would not fit on my lap. He is a senior at Fairfax High School. Just a little bit of the Fairfax and Falls Church in Northern Virginia connection. And finally, if you're on my social media or spend anything longer than 30 seconds with me, you will hear about my kids. So on the left are Tice and LT. LT is his nickname. That's Terry Jr. So we call him LT for Little Terry. That picture is really, really deceiving. That's probably 500 different pictures to go through to get to one where they're hugging each other and smiling and standing still. I think I actually have 3 pictures later where they're rolling around in the dirt and sticks. So Tice is 4 years old. He'll be in a preschool here in the area. LT will be a kindergartner this year. In the top right, my stepdaughter Ada, my wife Melissa, who is a nurse, and we call her Moira. She embraces it. That's my mother-in-law. So if you watch Schitt's Creek, Moira is pictured here. This isn't something we call her behind our back. She fully embraces being the Moira of the family. And at the bottom are my 2 oldest kids. Mia will be a freshman at Fairfax High School. And like I said, that flashback to Aiden. That's him there, and then him now. So as you can see, he would not fit in my lap, but he is a senior this year. So those of you in the crowd, keep me in good thoughts. If you've been down this journey before, this is a surreal year to see your kid all of a sudden be a senior in high school. So I have a few simple requests as we start our journey together this year. And they're really, really simple, and I hope that you keep them in mind this year. The first is be curious, not judgmental. I shared this with our new employees last week, but just in everything that we do, make sure that we're entering with a curious mindset and not a judgmental mindset. And then also, on your best days and your worst days, love what you do and love kids. All right, on your best days and your worst days, no matter what's going on outside, it's really, really difficult for us to do because we're parents, we're aunts, uncles, nieces, what have you. We're running a whole world outside of what we do here in FCCPS, but our kids are expecting our best each and every day. So there was a story that was shared with me at the end of my first year. I was, like I said, I started my teaching career as a 4th grade teacher in Albemarle County, where it was extremely rural school. They were under state sanction, so it was not the best experience. When I said I came back to teaching here in Fairfax County, I actually left because I had such a tough first 2 years as a teacher. Just to give you a glimpse, I said I taught 4th grade. That was my homeroom. But because we were under sanctions, we engaged in a scripted reading program where I was expected to read from a script for 2 hours each and every day. I went completely contrary to what I just learned in my teacher prep experience. And I had mixed age and same ability group in my classroom. So I had 3rd through 5th graders, the brightest 3rd graders and the most struggling 5th graders in my class. And it was looking at the 5th graders that completely killed my passion. But it got resparked at Franconia, and I love my teaching experience from there on. But at the end of my first year, I had a tough experience with a student who actually got placed into an ED center at the end of my first year, and I took it really, really hard. And my mentor at the time shared this story with me, and I hope it resonates with you so many years later today. There's a story from many years ago that tells of an elementary school teacher whose name was Mrs. Thompson. As she stood in front of her 5th grade class on the first day of school, she told her children a lie. Like most teachers, she looked at her students and told them that she loved them all the same. But that simply was not true, because there in the front row, slumped in his seat, was a little boy named Teddy Stoddard. Mrs. Thompson had watched Teddy the year before and noticed that he didn't play well with the other children. His clothes were messy, and he constantly needed a bath. Teddy could be unpleasant at times. It got to the point where Mrs. Thompson would take delight in marking his papers with a broad red pen and making bold X's, and finally putting a big F on the top of his papers. At the school where Mrs. Thompson taught, she was required to review each child's past records. She put Teddy's off until last. When she finally reviewed his file, she was in for a surprise. Teddy's 1st grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is a bright child with a ready laugh. He does his work neatly and has good manners. He is an absolute joy to be around." His 2nd grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is an excellent student and well-liked by his classmates, but he's troubled because his mother has this terminal illness and life at home must be a struggle." His 3rd grade teacher wrote, "His mother's death has been hard on him. He tries to do his best, but his father doesn't show much interest. His home life will soon affect him if steps aren't taken." Teddy's 4th grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is withdrawn and doesn't show much interest in school. He doesn't have many friends, and sometimes he even sleeps in class." By now, Mrs. Thompson realized the problem, and she was ashamed of herself. She felt even worse when her students brought her Christmas presents wrapped in beautiful ribbons and bright paper, except for Teddy's. His present was clumsily wrapped in heavy brown paper that he got from a grocery store. Mrs. Thompson took pains to open it in the middle of the other presents. Some of the children started to laugh and giggle when she found a rhinestone bracelet with some of the stones missing and a bottle that was 1/4 full of perfume. But she stifled the children's laughter when she explained how pretty the bracelet was while putting it on and then dabbing some of the perfume on her wrist. Teddy Stoddard stayed after school that day just long enough to say, "Mrs. Thompson, today you smell just like my mom used to." After the children left, she cried for at least an hour. On this very day, she quit teaching reading, writing, and math, and instead she began to teach children. Mrs. Thompson began to pay close attention to Teddy as she worked with him. As time went on, his mind seemed to come alive. The more she encouraged him, the faster he responded. By the end of the year, Teddy had become one of the brightest, most engaged children in the class. Despite her lie, he had become one of her favorite students. A year later, she found a note under her door that was from Teddy, telling her that she was the best teacher he had ever had in his whole life. 6 years passed by, and to her surprise, another note came from Teddy. He wrote that he had finished high school 3rd in his class and that she was still the best teacher that he had ever had in his life. 4 years later, another letter came saying that while things had been tough at times, he stayed in school and stuck with it, and that he had graduated from college with the highest of honors. He assured Mrs. Thompson that she was still the very best and favorite teacher he had ever had in his whole life. 4 more years passed by, and yet another letter came. This time, he explained that after he got his bachelor's degree, he had decided to go a little further, again assuring her that she was still the best and favorite teacher he had ever had, and the letter was signed Theodore Stoddard, MD. The story doesn't end there. There was one final letter that spring. Teddy said that he had met this girl and that he was going to be married. He explained that his father had died a couple years ago, and he was wondering if Mrs. Thompson might agree to sit in the place at his wedding that was usually reserved for the mother of the groom. Of course, Mrs. Thompson did. And she wore that bracelet, the one with the several rhinestones missing. She also made sure that she was wearing the perfume that Teddy remembered his mother wearing on their last Christmas together. After the wedding, they hugged each other as Dr. Teddy Stoddard whispered in Mrs. Thompson's ear, "Thank you so much for making me feel important and showing me that I could make a difference." Mrs. Thompson, with tears in her eyes, whispered back, "Teddy, you have it all wrong. You were the one who taught me that I could make a difference. I didn't know how to teach until I met you." So I hope that story resonates with you in a myriad of ways. For me, it was really that reminder of Michael in my first year of class, who was the most difficult, the most troubled student that I ever had, and he was in my first year of teaching, and I really, really had a hard time connecting with him, and to see him shipped off to an ED center at the end of my first year was something that it took a long time for me to recover from. But I just think about all the times that if I had only made a different kind of connection with him, if I was a little bit more curious about the why behind the way Michael was acting in my class, that things may have been different. So Teddy's story stays with me all these years later. I started my teaching career in 1999. Yes, the 1900s, as I tell my kids. But it reminds us all who care for kids that every child is carrying something we can't always see. And what I asked our new employees to do is do that with your colleagues as well. Everyone in this room is carrying something that we can't see, that goes beyond the smile, that maybe go beyond an abrupt comment in a meeting, things of that nature. I just ask that you keep that in mind throughout the year. And that sometimes even the smallest act of kindness becomes the moment that changes everything. When Mrs. Thompson chose to truly see Teddy, to look beyond the behaviors and the hurt, something shifted there. Her kindness didn't just help him feel noticed, it gave him a reason to believe in himself. And that belief grew into something truly life-changing. That's the quiet, powerful impact any of us can have when we take the time to really show up for our kids. So Teddy's story begs us to pause and notice, to check in with the ones who seem withdrawn, distracted, or just a little off. It's not always easy, especially on the days when we're running on empty ourselves. But those are the moments that matter most. A single question, a gentle check-in can be everything. You never know which student is waiting for someone to care enough to ask, to listen, and to believe in them. So as we go into this new school year, just remember, you don't have to fix everything, but you do have to show up with compassion and keep choosing to care. Because for some kids, your kindness might be the one thing that rewrites their history. So we're going to try to shift from that. I wanted to share a story that meant a lot to me and my teaching career as we engage in this wonderful journey together. Part of our FCCPS journey has been our strategic plan. So those of you that have been here a while are fully familiar with the strategic plan. Those of you that are new here like me, this will be a nice walk down memory lane and what's to come. So we're still working from the same strategic plan, and we are now in year 4. There are 5 focus areas, and each year has a different focus. Year 1 was investing in our people, where there was a salary study and an EPED review. We added opportunities for staff to attend NOVA for teacher certification, or take English classes or other classes that help them with our jobs. Year 2 had a wellness, equity, and belonging focus. Kids at Hope was launched, and there were numerous wellness programs for students and for staff. In year 3, last year, there were 2 areas, IB teaching and learning and communication and engagement. We used the game board and a lot of other strategies to help everyone in the community understand the IB program. And this year, there's only 1 area left: resource management and continuous improvement. Each school and department are identifying opportunities to clarify how we're all using our resources and how we can keep improving by listening to feedback and tracking the data. Stay tuned this year for opportunities to contribute to the work of the plan, and we'll have further conversations right at the beginning of the year about what's ahead. Now I'd like to introduce the fabulous Mary Beth Connolly, our Director of Strategic Planning and Community Engagement. No, she's not going to talk about the strategic plan. She's going to introduce you to a new space in the building, the Marion Costner Selby Peace Garden.
Good morning. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you. I am so excited to tell you about the Marion Costner Selby Peace Garden. We held the grand opening ribbon cutting on May 18th, and there's the pictures. It was such a joyous event. This was the culmination of almost a 2-year effort. And Marion Costner Selby, for those of you who don't know, was the first African-American student to attend George Mason High School in 1961. She was the first graduate in 1964. I'm going to take you back 2 years. Convocation 2 years ago, I did a presentation about all the Falls Church firsts because we were celebrating our 75th anniversary. And this picture of Marion was all I had and all we really knew about her. Mary Jo West, who was the band teacher at the time, decided that for the winter band concert, they would do a piece called The Nine. And The Nine was about the integration of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. And she said, do you think Marion would come and talk about her experience? And that was a big deal because we found Marion and we reached out to her and said, would you like to come and talk? And it didn't take her but a minute to say, yes, she would love to come and talk. So she showed up on the day she came early in the day, and the band was all set up here, and she introduced herself, and the kids greeted her like a rock star. They were so excited to see her. She was really nervous when she pulled up, and I said to Mr. Ship, we have a VIP coming. We're going to let her park right in front. And she came in, and the first person who went to greet her was Ronnie Henderson. And those of you who remember Ronnie Henderson, he just retired last year. He worked here in security, and he was around the entrance to the school. And he came running over to her and shook her hand and said, welcome. Thank you for what you did. I'm so glad to meet you. And that made her feel so welcome. And then she came in and talked to the kids. And we did a tour of the school, and she was like a rock star that day. They were complimenting her outfit. And she's almost 80 years old. They were complimenting her clothes, and it was wonderful. So she came back that night, and she gave a speech in front of the band concert and told her story. And she was great, and it was a jarring story. And there was good and bad, and in the end she said there was good and there was bad, and in the end, I'm so glad I did this, but it was hard. And we knew that we had to get this story to the rest of us because it's part of our history, and it's something that had been lost for a long time. But at the same time, we didn't want to have to ask Marion to come back and tell her story over and over and over again and talk through her pain. So we asked her, would she like to be recognized on the 5th floor of the high school, and we could tell her story and also make a peaceful place for students. At the same time, there was a 5th grade student, I think she's in 7th grade now, so get ready if you have Sasha. Sasha invited Marion to come to her 5th grade class to talk to them, and she did, and she was great in 5th grade as well. And then this year, Laura McNamara, a kindergarten teacher, got to know her as well. And Laura invited her to come to kindergarten, and she spoke to a number of kindergarten classes. And again, it was just amazing to watch Marion and watch those children interact and tell her story. So we hired an artist, Asia Anderson, and Asia made a beautiful mural that's up there on the 5th floor. You can see the mural right there. We did history panels. There are 11 history panels around the outside of the garden, and they tell Marion's story. They tell the story of segregated schools in the United States and in Virginia. They tell the story of integration, but they also tell the story of Marion's life after she graduated from high school and what has happened in Falls Church. And the final panel is a challenge to students to make the world better. One of the quotes on there is, "We need to do better than the segregation that's built into the soul of this country." I worked with Pam Mahoney, I see her there, and Farrell Kelly, and Shakita Fox Billingsley, and the Black Student Union to get their feedback and make sure that what we were saying in those history panels reflected Marion's story correctly. Kenny George's students made some planters, they're up there. Tosin Adatoro's students gave us feedback on the furniture. One afternoon, Regan Davis was up there and she had an informal focus group and asked kids, what do you want here? What would make this be a place where you could stay? So while you're in this building the next 2 days, if you're not here on a regular basis, please go up to the 5th floor, experience the garden. Oh, I forgot one thing, the silhouette. So there's a metal silhouette. Is that picture there? There's a lovely metal silhouette of Marion stepping up. And at the time, we asked an artist what she would like to do, and she suggested this. And I thought, well, this is interesting, but it really pulls the whole thing together because you can see the silhouette from the inside of the garden and the outside of the garden, and you can see her dedication and her steeliness and perseverance. So that is the Peace Garden. Please come and visit it. And then I will also have visitation days this year, so on the weekends so that the community can see it too. So a couple months after it opened, Cecily Shea, who was the administrative assistant here, invited her daughter Hillary from the class of 2009 to come and visit. And Hillary walked around and Hillary said, "Why didn't we know about this when I went to school here?" And then a couple weeks after that, my son Brian, who graduated in 2014, I brought him up to see it, and he said the exact same thing. Why didn't we know this story? And it really struck me that that's how stories get lost, is that you don't tell them. So we really like to tell this story and keep it in our minds and remember that this is a really important part of the history of Falls Church. So please use it as a teaching tool, have meetings up there, PTA meetings could be up there. We really want our community to know this story. That's all I got. There you go. Yep.
All right, so we are wrapping up our time together this morning. We will very likely shift things around, but I have a few pieces to end with. So the other thing that you'll get to know about me as you get to know me a little bit better, one, I am a raging introvert. So you will not see a whole lot of, or hear a whole lot of words coming out of my mouth in long periods of time, so even this is a stretch for me. But also that I really want to make sure that we're utilizing our time together effectively. So at the end, we'll see about shifting our timeline for the morning. But the other thing that you'll get to know about me is I really, really believe in kind of that mantra that I had with my students of work hard, but have fun. So we can work incredibly hard, we can be extremely dedicated, but you can also smile and laugh together, enjoy our time together as well. So I put together a little slide deck that I hope you'll enjoy with random thoughts about teamwork and life in general.
Woke up this morning, I suddenly realized we're all in this together. I started smiling, 'cause you were smiling, and we're all in this together. I'm made of atoms, you're made of atoms, and we're all in this together. And long division just doesn't matter, 'cause we're all in this together. Yeah. walking in the city. We're all in this together. The city's changing, 'cause we're changing, and we're all in this together. Every 12 seconds, someone remembers that we're all in this together. In the kitchen of your rent control apartment, we're all in this together. Come on, baby, I don't mean to rush you. I only wanted to reach out and touch you. I've got to start to open my heart. I know you think about jumping ship before it sinks, but we are all in this together. Ask a scientist, it's quantum physics. We are all in this together. And on the subway, we feel like strangers, but we're all in this together. Yeah, I love you and you love her and she loves him, but we are all in this together. Come on, baby, it's alright to show me you don't ever need to be lonely. Once you start to open your heart. I saw you crying, I started crying, 'cause we're all in this together. And then religion, it's a big decision, but we're all in this together. Yeah, we are all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. In this together. We are all in this together. We're all. Woke up and said,
All right, so we are going to adjust the schedule. So after we leave the auditorium, you're going to have a break until 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we'll be moving on to attend our Kids at Hope training from 10:15 12 o'clock with your team. After that, you're on your own for lunch and should return to your buildings by 1 o'clock. For all new staff, we have Kids at Hope 10 pens. So please, right outside the door, Mona Lisa Curry is right outside the door with your pens. Mount Daniel and JTP staff, you're going to the Peter Noonan Learning Stairs, Oak Street, Meridian Library, Mary Ellen Henderson, the Henderson Cafeteria, and Meridian staff up on the 5th floor space. For parking passes, I heard quite a few folks, if we could wait just 30 more seconds. Thank you. So for parking passes, they're at your school building, so you can pick those up there. If there's any questions, please see your principal or direct supervisor. We will see you here, tomorrow morning for a vendor fair, which will take place from 7:45 to 9 o'clock a.m. The famous bacon breakfast will be served from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, so come hungry. And then our actual convocation day 2 will begin at 9 o'clock. So please remember to wear your fabulous new shirts, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.